Singapore's ruling People's Action Party could receive 40% of the vote if a general election were held today, according to a nationwide survey by YouGov conducted between 25 March and 1 April 2025. The survey interviewed 1,845 Singaporeans aged 21 and above and has an effective margin of error of 3.09%. The Workers' Party trails with 12% of respondents indicating support, while smaller parties such as the Progress Singapore Party, Singapore Democratic Party, National Solidarity Party, and Singapore People's Party each received 1%. However, the results are far from settled. According to YouGov, 44% of eligible voters have already decided which party they will vote for. Another 13% are leaning toward a choice but remain open to change. 11% will decide during the campaign, and 3% will choose at the ballot box. A further 19% remain undecided. The upcoming election will be the first led by Prime Minister Lawrence Wong, who formerly succeeded Lee Hsien Loong as head of government in May 2024, and as Secretary General of the People's Action Party in December 2024. As such, the vote will be widely seen as a test of the public's response to the leadership transition and the fourth-generation team. In the 2020 general election, the PAP won 61.2% of the popular vote, a continuation of its downward trend from an all-time low of 60.1% in 2011. The party has governed Singapore since 1959. Voter certainty varies sharply by demographic. Baby boomers are the most decisive, with 51% indicating they have already made up their minds. In contrast, Gen Z voters are the most uncertain, with only 25% stating they have decided and 39% remaining unsure. Gender also plays a role in voter confidence. Among men, 47% say they have chosen a party, compared to 41% of women. In terms of current voting intention, YouGov reports that 29% of respondents said they would not disclose their party preference, while 13% were unsure. These figures underline the difficulty of projecting outcomes based on top-line support figures alone. The WP's electoral impact is also moderated by its limited geographical presence. As in past elections, it is unlikely to contest every constituency, meaning voters in many areas may not be able to vote for the party even if they support it. In 2020, the WP retained Aljunied GRC and Hougang SMC and expanded its presence by winning the newly formed Sengkang GRC. Party favourability ratings offer further insight. While PAP retains the highest favourability at 50%, the Workers' Party follows closely with 42%. Among income groups, individuals earning between 10,000 Singapore dollars and 14,999 Singapore dollars per month were most likely to support the PAP, with 54% expressing favourability. Women, however, were more inclined to back the Workers' Party than men, even though overall support for the PAP remains higher among men than women. A significant number of Singaporeans, particularly Gen Z and millennials, remain unfamiliar with several smaller parties. The PSP-SDP and other groups such as the People's Alliance for Reform and Red Dot United struggle with name recognition. Notably, YouGov found that while 43% believe the PAP has performed well and deserves re-election, 22% feel it has been in power for too long and that a change is needed. While the poll provides a useful gauge of public mood, its results should be interpreted cautiously. Party preference alone does not account for Singapore's GRC system, which heavily influences how support translates into seats. It is also important to note that under the Parliamentary Elections Act, publication of election survey results is not allowed during the official campaign period. Once the writ of election is issued, no person may publish opinion polling related to voting preferences until after polling day. As such, polls like this are time-sensitive tools for analyzing sentiment, but cannot be released or relied upon during the formal election period.